Hello everyone and welcome back to Doki Literature Club. Now I know it's been like a week since I uploaded, but I'm back and I'm gonna try to start posting a day every day again. I know I said I was gonna start posting more, but something's out in the way. But I'm back now and I'm gonna start posting more. So yeah, it's been quite a while. So I probably won't. I remember what happened in the last video, something with Sayori, but we're back, and we're here with Natsuki. So, I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Moniko's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I'll use the food coloring then. Feels like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We're using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Eh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer. Geez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it within her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl. Don't let me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah, the force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross, you got it in my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez, you know what? Take this! Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward my own face. You wish, I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Stop! Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know, I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. What? Did you seriously just... Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Beijing, you really shouldn't do that kind of things to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Eh? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. Cough. No wonder. You left a dirty tray here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah, the tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then, I reluctantly pick up the whisk containing the icing, like nothing ever happened. That smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought the decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have some nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so I can use it to make stripes for other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake, like happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea actually. Huh? Well, it's a literature event, right? We can make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It'll be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like. Uh, huh? I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea. So, maybe I'm getting it from you. But what's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on, we're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Eh? Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens the nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She showed me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sayori's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already, and she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we could have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance. Man, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. And again, think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Go to work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get close to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. Eh? What you said before about not always having this chance? Doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over any time, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere, do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. BJ, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breath against me. I've felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Eh? Hi, BJ. Sayori? Just now we weren't... It's okay, BJ. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcake before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off, and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy. that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears starting to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, BJ? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, BJ. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden of your mind isn't making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, BJ. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. BJ, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slapped my hand down Sayori's arm and squeezed her hand right on. You remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give to you. Sayori? What the... Okay, wait, hold on. This is an interesting decision we have here. I don't know what to pick, though. Okay, so, wait, hold up. Okay, I need to do this. Okay, so, if you guys remember from the last episode, we had that... I talked about something with Monica saying something that we should save the game when we have decisions like this. So what I'm going to do is, I don't know where the best place to put this is, but I guess I'll put it here. So yeah, when we get to the end of the game, we can always go back and pick, another option. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out because I was definitely gonna forget, and that could have screwed me up more than I already kind of was, because I meant to actually go back and make more saves so that I can, change the outcome of the story. I'll probably do that later, but as for now, we will pick. So I love you. You'll always be my dearest friend. Let's go with you'll always be my dearest friend. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forced a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori, it's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I can get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want it to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, BJ. I'll trust you with anything at all. So, Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Ah! Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in the front of my house. I'm feeling so horrible about this. There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Alright, It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but I decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparation for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking the trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. BJ, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least you would be here by now. Monica's placing the little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I still remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all? You should take a little responsibility for her, BJ. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammered, embarrassed. Did Zara really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? It makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Geez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine for hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Percent? Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for me. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Interesting. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. BJ? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Uncle calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give to her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Inside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have entered a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Say yo. Uh, um, an exception has occurred. See traceback not text for details. Wait, file game slash script. ch5.rpy line 307. See track traceback dot text for details. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Syria wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sarah I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best, and that everything would be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so hopeless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession. That has to have been what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is all my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know, and gave her what I know she wanted out of a relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival, I just lost my best friend, someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. That line sounded so weird. This is not a game where I can just reset and do something different. That line definitely has something to do with saving the game, which I did, but I only did that for one of the decisions and not multiple. But it's whatever. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. And wait, that's what the heck is that? Huh. Wait, what's that? Wait, what's this button? Is this the wait? I'm gonna press this. Uh, that's an interesting. Okay. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making. Wait, we want to go. However, I just say, what the um? That's it's not a school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst. Being surrounded by couples and wait, what? Wait, what clubs? No, what? What? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Ah, yeah, it has. Monica smiled sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we barely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little. What did you come in here for anyway? I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the podcasts around the major clubs. I can't remember if this is what we saw in part one. Probably is. It feels like nothing about arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm trying a new one. A literature club. Okay. Okay. Literature. That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? Um, it's kind of embarrassing, but there are only three of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She's always insist that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. Besides, a member is a member, right? Did Monica say she? Who's she? Hey, BJ. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would really make me happy. Please? Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how can I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess. I could check it out. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, BJ. You know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, oh. Okay. And I brought a guest with me. Eh? What? Ah, I guess. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, BJ. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Wait, this didn't happen the first episode. That didn't happen. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Maybe this did happen in the first episode. I don't remember, because it's been a while. Her small figure makes me think. It makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Wait, wait. Was Yuri the vice president? Yuri was not the vice president. I don't remember. I don't remember if Yuri was the vice president. Probably. I don't remember. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to. I just skipped that entire thing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into BJ in the classroom, and you decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, BJ? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard starting a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really go to this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully placed a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot and the tea in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. I'm just really, I don't know what to do here. I don't know if I should just skip all of this, or if I think I'm just read it, because skipping all of it it just doesn't feel right to skip all of it, so I'll just read it again. Don't let yourself get intimidated. You're just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Vijay, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Asuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she's quiet. I'm not that much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. So stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I've read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the middle level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I don't expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, that's really, if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. So real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Oh, well, I took his eyes darted over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you not, Suzy? But what? What gives you that idea? Look at a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give that back. Fine. I said, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Asuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truth from writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest regions of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. Okay. Yuri is not the vice president. I'm probably wrong. But Yuri's just not, it just doesn't feel right. There's no way Yuri was the vice president. Sayori was the vice president. This is so messed up. There's no way. Yuri was not the vice president. No, Yuri wasn't the vice president at all. So, yeah, the story is changed. It has changed. Because Sayori, isn't here, so now Yuri is the vice president. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, It seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, BJ? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I blatantly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I saw what other clubs to look at, and that's my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with just dejected eyes. See, I'm noticing things that have changed. 3 girls. As if there were always 3 girls. But, I'm sorry, I thought, eh? The girls exchanged glances before Monica turned back to me, and I also realized that Monica apparently wanted me to join the club, even though originally Sayori wanted me to join this club. I think that's what happened. The girls exchanged glances before Monica turned back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, BJ. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. See? This didn't happen in the first episode. I know it didn't. We need 4. We need 4 members. But one was missing. We need 4 members. We need 4. You guys see what's happening here? We need 4. We need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica. But we need 4. We're not complete without 4 members. So yeah, obviously the story changed. I'm sorry for going a little insane right there. The story has changed. Sayori is not here. So basically, this is the same game, same story, just without Sayori. But anyways, we need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more for the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. I'm supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this. I feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? You really mean that, BJ? Yeah. It can be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left with all of this, I would be super pissed. I said the exact same way I said that from part 1. BJ, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. BJ, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Well, meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. Alright, with that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be acting every day after school in the literature club? Or perhaps I'll have a chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Wait, what the heck? You haven't liked the special poem, would you like to read it? Sure, why not? What? Hey guys, me and editing here. At this part of the game, I was trying to click or something, and I accidentally skipped it. And I went back in the video and I read the text. It says nothing is real. So yeah, that's literally what it says. Nothing is real. I wanted to read it, but I guess I don't know. I just accidentally skipped it and I couldn't go back. So yeah, that's what it says. Wait, I didn't know. Wait, I didn't get the. Oh god, I did not mean to do that. Oh shit. Wait, I wanted to see the poem. I didn't get to see it. Oh god. Oh no. Oh god. Hold up. Okay, this is. Oh god. Oh god. What am I gonna do? I wanted to see the poem. Okay. Oh boy, I meant to save. Dang it. Okay, let me go back to the main menu. I saved. It's fine. We'll go back to the main menu. We'll go back to the main menu right quick. So, oh god, oh god, oh god. Maybe I'm scared if I press new game, it will just start the entire thing over. I wanted to read the poem. Okay, oh boy. Well, that's a little unfortunate. So what now? I mean, I don't know. I really wanted to just, well, whatever. Okay. Maybe I can. I'm scared because I don't know if I should just straight up go back and try to activate it. Just whatever. I'll probably watch the video back or something. I might do that. Okay. I meant to read it. Like, I really wanted to read it. What do I do? What do I do? I don't think there's a way I can just backtrack. Right? Like, let me check the menu. No, I don't think there's anything. Maybe I'll go back and find it, but I'll end the video off here because the video's already too long. I don't want to be too long. I know I said in the last video that the next video would be like an hour. I don't want to go for an hour. Maybe next video I will. I need to really go back and find that whatever that poem said, because I know that's gonna be important for later on. Maybe, I don't know. But we'll continue here, right here in the next episode. I'll go back in editing and I will probably see what that text said. If not, I don't know. Maybe I'll look it up or something on Google or online. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.